What's up, gents? Dirtbag Gaming here, the channel for casual raiders. We're going to go over everybody's favorite arbiter today. So, a guide on specifically how to gear champions. And today happens to be the queen of raid, my logo, arbiter. So, arbiter, she's somebody that everybody should. I got her. Congratulations, you did all the missions. Unless you got lucky and you pulled her in a void. But we're going to go into kind of what we're looking for, how we're going to gear her, what stats we're looking for, where we're going to use her, and kind of like the main focus. All right, so again, if you got her, you're probably middle to late game. If you guys are brand new and you guys are clicking this video, this is kind of what to aim for towards late game. But let's get into it. So obviously, if you guys notice, she is all speed gear. You want the fastest gear you possibly can get, and getting an extra bonus for the speed definitely helps out. So first thing we go into is the skills. Where are we going to use her? How are we going to use her? And what kind of gear are we going to use on her? So first, her A1 is attacks one enemy 2 times and puts up a weaken debuff. So if you want some accuracy to put up a weaken, you can do that unless you have like a Draco or somebody to put it up for you. Not mainly going to be using her for the weaken. Number 2, attacks all enemies 1 time, has a 75% chance of decreasing the duration of all enemy buffs by 1 turn. This is great for taking off a Skull Crown unkillable buff or anything in PvP, even sometimes in PvE. So having some accuracy on her, having an AoE attack, this doesn't hit hard like at all, but it decreases their duration on buffs. So that definitely helps out. So having some sort of increased accuracy is great. And finally, this skill fills a turn meter to all allies by 30%, which is like the highest in the game, and plays a 50% increased attack buff on all allies for 2 turns, and heals all allies by 25% of their max HP. So you don't need to focus on HP with her, it's really just their max HP if they have less than 50% HP. So you probably, if you want to, you can book this champion just to kind of get faster cooldowns, especially for the resin cooldown and the boosting cooldown. So this will go down to a 3-turn cooldown. This will go down to a 5-turn cooldown. Revives all dead allies by 35% HP. So usually she does this one and then this one, so it heals them, but revives them, fills their turning meter by 20%, grants an extra turn if this champion was successfully revived. So if you have anybody dead, you usually revive them, and then you boost up the turn meter by an extra 30%. So they're basically back up to 50% turn meter and healed up by 55% of where they started. Her aura is the fastest, one of the fastest in the game, increases ally speed in arena for all battles. So again, going over their skill set, it looks like you just want her as fast as possible. You go through these motions as fast as possible, and you want her to survive. You want her to be as tanky as possible. So with the masteries, I built mine for more of like a resistance slash tanky build. So I went all the way down to an extra 50% resistance because I don't want her to get all the buffs on her if she's not fast enough. We have a counterattack just for funsies, so that way she can go up, hit counterattack, and why she has counterattack is because she can then reduce their turn meter if it's the first time that she hits somebody. So definitely having evil on her is almost a must, as well as this one right here. Lore of Steel gets an extra, I think it's 6 speed, because it base stats by 15%. So if you have 3 sets of the speed gear, it boosts it up 3 times. So I think it's like 2, 4, 6 if you have 3 sets of the speed gear. So you definitely want this as well as this. And for them, if your allies die, she gets faster and a chance to increase the turn meter. So it's all about turn meter boosts as well as her getting a lot faster. If you wanted to go down to this route, increases the champion's turn meter by 20% whenever an allied hero drops below 25%. So let's say you didn't get to go first, right? Sometimes it happens. The other team will go first. They'll try and either nuke you down or do an AoE attack. Then it might even be able to increase her turn meter by 20%, and then she'll be able to go ahead of the other team and then boost up your team. So this is kind of like a niche if you want to go that route. I made, again, mine more like tanky, because most of the time I'm first. If I'm not first, I usually lose anyway. But if I'm not first and I have this skill, it might help out. So if you always want to go that one, you can. So let's get into it. How are you gonna basically gear this champion if you're first gearing her is you're going to take off the fastest gear from every other champion you have. I don't care if you use that champion all the time. You're going to take it off of that champion and you're going to put it on this champion. So how do we do that? First, we have to go into filter. So let's filter right here, and we're just going to go substats, speed. Sorry, substats, speed, and then we want to go to equipped because I want to see who has the best speed, and I'm going to take it off them and go on me. So let's pretend I don't have any gear on my guy right now. I would go through the gear and I would just literally look for the best speed. So this one has 11-16 speed. This one has 13 speed, so far Gulab's winning, or Gurgurab. This one's 6. This one rolled 9, 10, 11. This one rolled none. This one rolled 10. Let's say I upgrade this, and I always go by force. So you want to upgrade. If it's not speed, usually you're going to move on. So that wasn't speed, so I'm going to move on. So I'll probably sell this one because really the speed sets, I really want the speed to be rolled. So let's sell that. It was a offset HP anyway. Okay, so then we're going through. We got her, which is 14-17 speed. So that was 16 speed. She is 17 speed. So winning. This one is not enough. Can we be 13 speed? Nope. 13-15 speed. I got this up to like a 4 roll, which I don't know if I want to waste it because I already used 2 there. Nope. Nope. 13. So if I get a 4 spot, that'll tie it. But again, it's all random. This one, 14, 15. So this could roll pretty good too. All right. So far we got this one as the lead. So what I would do is, let's look at me. I have a 4-piece, 16 right here. So I can upgrade this. Let's see if I get a good roll. Right here. We just upgraded 2 speed, which if you beat them by 1 speed, you win. So we just got 2 more speed there. That is awesome. Okay, so I would have to beat 16, 17, 18, 19. Does this gear beat 19? It does not. It's only 17. So I would equip this one for that person. All right. Then helmet. That's the speed. So right now we have to beat 19. So let's go to the helmet. 16, 17, close, but no cigar. This one, 12, 16. This one potentially could beat this if it gets a really good roll. 16, 17, 18, 19. So I need a 4 or higher. But again, I rolled 4, so we're not gonna get it. 12. So we'll go like this. We'll go upgrade 4 at a time. If it's not a speed, we're gonna move on. And this is what you're doing. If you guys are getting speed gear, make sure you're only doing it by 4. So there you go. We got that. Now if we go one more time, and this is, let's say, 17 or 18, that would be epic. And then we might be able to equip this one on top of the helmet that I have now. And usually getting up to 4, it's not that much silver, and it goes pretty quick. So there, it wasn't that, but we'll keep it because it's percentage roll. So we'll keep that, but we're going to put it on the side. It doesn't beat 19. So where are we at? We're on here. Nope. 14, 15, 16. He's at 18, so it's close, but no cigar. 14, 15, 16. That was a three-piecer, but it's only a 4-star. All right, so I think that's the best we can get for the speed. So if this was on somebody else, I would instantly take it off of that person, put on this person. Look at the other stats. It's attack, resistance, and crit rate. Not what we're really looking for, but it has the best speed. So she's mainly going to be your booster in PvP or your survivor reser in PvE. Later on, when you're going to use her to be super tanky in PvE, you can then start replacing gear with HP stats, defense stats, resistance stats. But mainly when you first gear her, guys, look for the fastest speed sets you have. Let's go with the shield. I got this recently because it actually rolled 3 times in speed, like in a row. I had to get up to 16 just to see if it rolled 4 times in speed, but it did not. So this is probably the best shield that I have. But if we look through, all these other people do not have, this was a 2 roll, anywhere near 20 speed. And it's a legendary, so it's 4 chances to get the speed roll on it. So that was the best speed I have, which was 20. Now the gloves, this is completely up to you. I want him tanky. I'm gonna go either HP or defense for my chest piece and gloves. So I went defense because I want to take the hit if I'm not first. So I want to be able to take the hit, which defense definitely helps. If you have more HP, they're just going to destroy you. They're just going to completely annihilate your HP. So it's better to go with the defense route to be more tanky than it is with the HP route. HP is more for like PvE where the bosses and guys don't attack you first. But if you have enough defense, you should be able to add on to the HP for the PvE later on. But for this, I happen to have the best gloves and I got really good stats, which was the defense and the defense. All right, so again, let's go to the gloves. I'm looking for the fastest gloves that I have. So this one is 18, 19, 20. We actually rolled 3 times in the speed here, and it happened to be a defense glove. I really don't care what the other substats are because I rolled 3 times in speed. Like, that is insane. So let's go through it. So this one is if your best is crit rate, crit damage, basic HP, basic defense, who cares? You're gonna replace it eventually when you get a better piece. But for now, when you guys are gearing her for the first time, take that base HP stat glove off of your champion that you haven't used in a while that has the fastest roll and speed. Put it on your arbiter. I don't care. Do it. Trust me, it will definitely benefit you in the long run. So even if it was crit rate and it had like 20 speed, take it off and put it on my arbiter. You can always replace the crit rate for her later on. But for arbiter, you want her to have that fastest speed. So this one has 11, this one has 13, 12, this one nothing. Nothing. All right, so this was definitely the best speed gloves that I could find, and it had really good defensive stats, so we definitely keep that. This one has 60%, and it was a blue, so I can only roll twice, but it was 2 rolls in the speed for that. So if I go into my chest piece, this has defense but no speed rolls. This one had 1 speed roll. 1 speed roll, no speed rolls. No. This had 2, so this had 18, and this one has 19. So it was only 1 more. So I probably had this one on first. Like Gorgorab might have had this chest piece and I just swapped it out because this had, even if it's 19 and this one's 18, guys, that 1 speed I'm telling you could either make or break your arena team by going first or second, by either winning or losing. So that 1 speed, totally do it. I don't care if you have to save up the 50 or 100 silver to do it, do it. So there you go. So that's 19 speed for the chest piece. And I think that was the best chest piece. Yep, okay, cool. So then obviously the boots, I want to get 6-star boots. If you don't have 6-star boots, that's fine. If you're newer and you have like the 4-star, it's whatever. You're either going to get 35, 40, or 45 speed. Once you get the 6-star speed boots in the speed set, take them off whoever the hell you have, level them up to 16, and put them on your arbiter. The substats, again, look at it. I only got HP, and that was it. So my substat rolls or substats are not the best, but at least the main stats are really good, and the speed rolls are really good. I think all of them speed. See, this one definitely should be. I wish it was 3 speed. But yeah, so these are the best speed gear that I have for this specific champion. Now you can get more creative down here. You can go with either attack or defense or HP. I went with the defense. Again, I went as tanky as possible. I rolled twice in HP, so I got an extra 20% HP with this ring. And then also I rolled for a 3rd time to get this this defense as well. So this was really good rolls for my dude to make her as tanky as possible. We could probably upgrade that HP, possibly. Oh my god, you guys just witnessed a masterpiece right there. We just got an extra 7% HP on my arbiter. I probably should have looked at how much it had before. I think it was at like 19, so I basically got an extra 2,000 HP just from that roll. So like the video just because of that. Subscribe if you haven't already. And then this, you can either go HP, crit damage, but I don't have any crit rate, so you don't want the crit damage, or defense. I would say just the defense to make it more tanky. This is the only one you can get accuracy on besides the main accuracy banner, so I went for accuracy here, just so she can get some accuracy, take off some of those debuffs. So I would 100% get your best accuracy defensive neck piece that you could possibly get. Just go with that route, try and look for the best accuracy. And finally, the banner, it's completely up to you. Look for the highest speed. So go to filter, banner, substats, speed, equipped. Crap ton of banners for this faction, but I went for the fastest speed. I got 3 speed roll here, and it happened to be a defense banner. If this was HP, I would have done the same thing. If this was accuracy, I would have done the same thing. If this was resistance, I would have done the same thing. If this was attack banner with 3 rolls in speed, guess what? I'm putting it on my guy. Because you're looking just for speed. So what you guys are noticing right now, I'm end game. I'm gold 4. I'm gold 1 or 2 in 3v3. She's my main person in arena. I use her in faction wars, obviously, but mainly she's just going to be the fastest person I have in the entire game. So you're just looking for the best speed stats you have. If you have other sets that are better, let's go to the sets, the speed sets. You really want 2 pieces. You don't want the 4-piece speed set. I don't even know if there is a 4-piece speed set, but what do we want? We want speed, obviously, and then we want this one, define speed. So this is an extra 12% speed and 15% shield. So if you had better stats in here, use these as long as it's a 2-piece. If it's only 1 gear and you don't have 2 of them, don't put it on there. Like that was the legendary if only it rolled speed. So this one could roll speed twice. No speed there. Okay. So that would be the other set I would suggest, is that one. This one is 18% speed, but look, it's a 4-piece. So why they try and trick you is because you're losing, it's 12%, 24%. So it's basically 2 12s, or you can get 1 18%. So it's better to get the 2 12s, plus you get the mastery for that. So you get extra speed right there. This is what I'm talking about with the masteries. So if you had total stats, see this extra 6 right there? That 6 is because of the 3-piece set and this right here, Lord of Steel. So if you get Lord of Steel, you get an extra 6 speed if you have a 3-piece. Definitely go with that. But that's what I was talking about with 18%. You can go with this, it's just not going to be as fast. Unless you roll like ridiculous rolls and like all speed, like way more speed than you can possibly imagine. I think that was it. Everything else is like kind of off. This has 5 speed, but it's not as much as 12 speed. So that's my suggestion is 100% speed sets, or this one right here with the shield. All right. So total stats right now, we were able to get up to 325 speed arbiter. I've seen higher than this, a lot higher than this. Again, this is a casual raider. So if you guys are casual raiders, take off the best gear you have of your other people that has the fastest speed and put it on your arbor. It will help out in the long run. We happen to get an extra 230. This will be an extra 30% if I ever upgrade my Great Hall. And then the accuracy, we have an extra 80% because of the Great Hall, but 165. No crit rate, a little bit crit damage, but that is the main stat you guys are looking for. Look at, if I can get this higher defense, I would. Like if we can get up to 5,000 defense, she would literally be unstoppable. But it's the best that we can get. And 42,000 HP isn't bad. Obviously, you saw we just upgraded an extra 2,000 for that epic roll, so hit the like button. But guys, that is my arbiter. Everybody has one, but this one is mine. So if you guys like the video, if it helps you out at all, if you learned something about organizing the stats, hit the like button. But give a suggestion on the next guy you want to see me talk about. I'm going to do a ton of videos on these gearing up champions because I wish I watched these when I first started because nobody's doing these videos. So appreciate it. Hit subscribe. Catch you guys in another video soon, and enjoy the rest of your week.